And in the past, in a sense, you set a precedent. I mean, there was nothing proved against Shashi Tharoor. You asked him to go. There was no charge sheet against him. There was nothing really proved against him. So has the Congress, in a sense, already set a standard?
Nidhi, I hope you'll give me a couple of minutes to answer. I think it's going to be a sad day for governance, for Parliament, for a variety of reasons, if we start taking such stances. First of all, it is extremely tragic, regrettable to the extreme, that the BJP has reduced Parliament from a debating and a legislative forum to an agitational forum. Now, I can understand anything under the sun being discussed, voted upon or not voted upon. But to every day put a precondition saying we will not allow this to happen unless this happens is not what Parliament was created for. It cuts at the very root of parliamentary democracy. Number two, it is ridiculous to suggest that when the Supreme Court order is reserved and when a lower court has passed an order which is preliminary order to a further preliminary order, namely asking Subramanian Swamy to come into a box, and in case Subramanian Swamy finds anything worthwhile coming out of his evidence, then possibly two bureaucrats will be called, remember. On that, to ask for the resignation of P. Chidambaram is absolutely hypocritical, double standard. Do they want India to come to a standstill? Do they want that every time I make any comment about you, you should start resigning? There has to be a sense of balance. It's not the first time that we've had opposition politics, but opposition politics also has some bounds of responsibility.
Okay.
Third, let me go further. Even in cases, and there is no such case, even in cases where proper FIRs are filed, if anybody knows the law a little bit, the FIR is merely an information. It has to have some credence by a further filter. It's not that the whole government is to be destabilized and unstabilized by trigger-happy complainants, and the moment a complaint is filtered, moment a person approaches the court, before the court does anything, mere information is filed and a copy given, the whole ministries should start resigning.
Okay.
I mean, do we have any concern and responsibility for the good of the average citizen and the cost of the instability that generates?
Okay, Smriti, you wanted to respond before I come to the rest of the panel.
Yeah, I just respectfully, I would like to ask Mr. Singhvi that when he speaks of hypocrisy, especially in parliamentary procedures, Parliament is not meant to be a mute spectator to ministers who indulge in corruption and indulge in scams, and one is to sit there and wait for that minister which is continuously defended, and I'm here talking about Mr. Raja, who was continuously defended by the same government, and the same government gave Mr. Raja a clean chit till evidence that BJP spoke about time and again came in front of the entire country. Now, speaking of hypocrisy and not wanting to demand resignations of people who are in the dock regarding cases which are being fought in the Supreme Court, I would like to ask the Congress very humbly, why have they victimized the Gujarat government over years and demanded, and done everything possible to destabilize the state government there, when cases which have not involved FIRs, which have not been filed against the government or for that matter the Chief Minister, is something that even a esteemed parliamentarian like Mr. Singhvi would not comment on.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.